Hello Capricorn, welcome to your Lughnasadh reading. Lughnasadh is a Celtic harvest festival, so if you're not familiar with it, sometimes I think it's called Lammas, and sits on the wheel of the year at August 1st, and it is named for the Celtic sun god Lugh and his foster mother Nas, who was the story goes that she exhausted herself and died by bringing the harvest to the people. So her sacrifice is celebrated in the harvest festival. For our purposes, we are going to be looking at what guidance you need for the next Sabbath cycle. So this could be from Lughnasadh to any of the Sabbaths. Each sign has had kind of a different outcome in that way. I'm using the Good Tarot for your reading, so let's get started. Alright, I hope you're well. Let me know if you like this different format. It's kind of weird for me to talk to the camera, or if you don't know any different, never mind. But most of my videos are just kind of my hands. So what does Capricorn need to know? All right, we're starting off with King of Earth. This is very Capricorn energy. So I'm hearing something about climbing. I recently did a reading. What was it? I don't remember the reading. I recently did a reading, maybe Messages from the Stars, where there was the subject of climbing. Maybe you saw that already. Okay, and we have the card of Temptation in reverse. I'm feeling a lot of restraint from you, Capricorn, in this next period. And the Hermit reversed. So one of the focuses of this harvest season, or of this next cycle for you, is going to be your abundance, your career, your stability, your home. With the Temptation card, I feel like there is some kind of loss of love that you're experiencing with your surroundings, or with some sort of, this could be with your job, this could be with your home. That there was some kind of falling out almost. It doesn't feel like it's yielding the same kinds of fruits and treasures that it once did, or yeah, I just feel like you are almost in this questing energy, but it has the earthiness, the King of Earth, so it's motivated by stability. It's motivated by the need to yield. And then with the Hermit in reverse, it's almost like breaking out of a crust or a shell, or a place where you felt that you had to, stay. There's some kind of okay, so what I'm hearing is there's an unyielding wisdom that's pouring forth. And because it's pouring forth, you can no longer ignore the needs and the calls of the earth energy here. You're also no longer tempted by the things that you were before. So I feel like here there was enough of the energy that you were looking for in what you were doing before, and now it's coming into a shift, it's coming into a change. If it hasn't happened already, it's heading there. Let's clarify. We're going to pull more cards. Let's clarify the King of Earth. The Six of Fire reversed. The Two of Water reversed. Like for the temptation. And then we have the Tower. Perfect. We have the Tower to clarify the Hermit reversed. All right, so with the Six of Fire to clarify the King of Earth, this feels like there's no victory in staying in the same place. So again, like what was abundant is no longer abundant. There's some kind of airy necessity that's needed here, an injection of new ideas, of even just fresh air or fresh energy. With the Two of Water clarifying the Temptation card, Two of Water reversed. These cards are really, I'll pull them back here. There's some kind of partnership in your life or some kind of emotional union that is no longer bonded anymore. I feel that the well has run dry. And with the Temptation reversed, I feel like it's not just the emotional well, it's the passion well. So we're seeing like emotional and spiritual kind of impairment. So not to worry with the reversals, I go through and I turn them upright, and then we're going to get the messages and tell the story from that perspective. We're just kind of diagnosing things right now or setting the stage for what the situation may be. So you may be in different places with this already, and then these are the kinds of things that are going to happen moving forward, or this could be something that's happening through that cycle. All right, so with the Tower to clarify the Hermit in reverse, I feel like what gets you out of your shell and what breaks you out of a period of isolation or stagnation, it's the stagnation is almost like that there's been too much analysis. And so this Tower makes me think of, like, ordinarily the Tower has lightning striking it and it has like, or it's crumbling or something like that. But this is like the Tower has been covered over by a flood. So it's almost like the floodgates open and drown you out, so you're forced to swim to the surface. You're forced to break the surface of something for a new beginning. Or for an ending. But let's keep clarifying. Okay, so King of Earth and Six of Fire reversed. Can I have a card for that, please? Number 13, Transformation. Yeah, I feel like the King of Earth transforms in a very slow way, and he doesn't want to give away his position. So I feel like you are hesitant to give away your position. And if you think of, like, I don't know why this is coming to my mind, but if you think of a game of chess, the king is the most protected piece on the board. And it's almost like you gathered or you played a game and you had certain pieces, and that game is over. And now it's time to start a new game. So this could be accumulating or connecting with new people, connecting with new ideas, connecting with new environments to help build up that board again. There's some kind of gathering that's happening for sure. Let's keep clarifying. This is interesting. We have the 3 of water to clarify the 2 of water reversed and temptation in reverse. Okay, so there's a lot of sort of upside down emotions. Okay, this is a card of, it's a card of celebration and of friendship and joy, and this is a really strange interpretation of it. It's some sort of weird fish thing that's like carrying a pearl. But with the 3, so it's like, I don't know if you've had a falling out with your friends, with your romantic partners. This tower could be taking down everything in your life. I feel like this energy is taking down almost everything in your life. Because you need to break the surface of the water. Like you're you know, there's some sort of energy of drowning or feeling, you know, like overwhelmed by your emotions, overwhelmed by things. And it's because you're playing the wrong board with the wrong pieces, if we go back to that chess analogy. And last card, this guy. The 5 of air reversed. There's some kind of movement of a boundary. Like a hard rule you set for yourself that you're going to move, or that you had to move to accommodate this situation. Maybe you accepted something in your friendships or in your career, or I'm getting that it's everything here for you, Capricorn, that this is pertaining to all areas of your life. This is a full shakedown, essentially, for a total transformation, because this is the Death card, right? And the Tower followed by the Death card. Perfect, right? We're getting stuff done here. So if you're wondering if you're going to have a new beginning, you are. But there was a boundary that you moved, accommodations that you made here that we're going to take a look at. So let's start to look at this in terms of what is reversed and turning it over and then seeing it from that perspective. So first of all, we have temptation. So the King of Earth to temptation. This is the missing piece as far as I'm concerned. What is the thing that you are drawn to that is going to, the twinkly thing that is going to light you up, and that's going to, this could be bringing you out of a stage of sort of depression or being stuck or something like that. So this temptation card is what you are seeking. Okay? And it has a heart on it, and it has this feeling of like safety and comfort. But it also feels like it's a way of integrating some wisdom as we turn the Hermit over and we come into the energy of the Hermit, that sort of the ability to use the analysis wisely, to be able to use the insights that you have gained wisely. You know, with these, I feel like temptation coupled with the Hermit energy it's like an impossible, it may seem impossible for a time until it isn't. Because if we look at Temptation upright and we look at the Hermit upright, we then move to the Six of Fire upright. So this is a victory. This is abundance. This is coming home to something with, you know, your coffers, with your coffers full, like you have returned triumphant. But I feel like what you're returning to is a new understanding of partnership and love. This could be that you actually find someone who I want to say that you find someone that speaks to things, that parts of you that have been missing, but it's followed by the Tower. So I feel like though you may meet this person, it's not necessarily going to come into union just yet, because you've still got things that need to kind of fall apart before you come back together again. But the next card that we're turning upright, and this is turned upright by the Tower, by the death cycle, and you will come out to a new sense of community, a new sense of friendship or communal emotional support. And this can be very closely related to the situation that you found where you can bring and feel comfort and love and freely share your wisdom or who you are. You know, sometimes people are scared to share like spiritual awakening or that kind of information. This would not be a situation where you would have to be. This would not be a situation where you would have to be afraid of that. This is where you are emotionally supported, and this emotionality and this progress is growing. Okay, so you know, because we move from the 2 to the 3. So rather than drowning in your emotions, you're starting to grow with them, and you're building this love. I can feel it. You're building this love that is going to feel really nourishing, and where you will be appreciated for the kinds of introverted insights that you bring to the table, as well as your passions and being able to pursue them in a different way. So I feel like though you may have reached like a king of earth, like you may have a certain level of independence, you may have a certain level of responsibility in your life already, I feel like this is going to take you, like, it's almost like you're the king of a new kingdom through this process. And then the 5 of Air upright. Now, this was not necessarily negative per se. Like, you kind of want this card reversed sometimes. But here, I feel like the implication is that your newfound wisdom and the insight that you've gained from this situation drowning out and breaking to the surface is a new way of approaching people who may be exploitive or people who are deceptive. It's like a shift in the way that you perceive things, or the way that you perceive energies or people that you don't really appreciate how they act or operate. I feel like this is almost like a detachment, a new level of detachment from those sorts of things, where you're just kind of like minding your own lane and minding your own space. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else that I can tune into, and we'll pull some oracle cards. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this reading. If you want to work with me, my information is in the description box below. I do shadow work and tarot oracle readings. I also teach yoga classes. If you're looking for a yoga teacher, lots of resources online, like videos of what I do in all different ways. So we're going to pull out some oracle wisdom for you, Capricorn. We have this spirit. Unseen forces watch over you. Something about this suggests to me that there could be someone who's passed on that is helping and assisting you in moving through this transition. This could also indicate that part of the reason or the tower moment has something to do with a loss, is what I'm getting. But there's also the guidance here to work with your guides. So if you don't know your guides, maybe finding some meditations or finding some resources to learn how to work with your guides and developing a clearer relationship with that. Yeah. There's also the wisdom of things dead and dying. So the season that I'm picking up on here for you is the Autumn Equinox. So this could be your cycle and what you go through between August 1st and September, I think it's 21st, where you sort of move through this cycle, you have your tower moment, and then, so that's moving rather quickly, actually. This could also mean Samhain, because there's a strong association with things dead and dying. But I feel like there's something really that you can yield or understand better through relating yourself to the season, really connecting with the season, what it means to let things go. I don't know how to say this word. The satire? Revelry and indulgence. I feel, okay, so the feeling that I'm getting from this and the message that I'm getting from this is that there's a situation in your life that you are no longer celebrating. You're no longer feeling light and free and the ability to just kind of to dance or to sing or to release yourself to fun, even to have fun. And I feel like this for you is part of the burden. It's almost like you go to a party or something like that, or you go into a situation where all of a sudden you recognize, like, this tower moment, you may feel like you're drowning in a situation where you're surrounded by people that you would normally be around, and it just doesn't feel right anymore. The seer. Follow your intuition. Yeah, with the 5 of air, I think this was what I was trying to get at, is that there's this like new way of interpreting things and seeing things. I didn't quite pick up on the fact that it was your third eye. I don't necessarily think that is how you specifically receive information. If you do, then cool, but I feel like you have other ways of seeing or feeling into subtle energies. But yeah, with the seer, I think that this is leading you just on a more spiritual path where it starts to integrate. This could be why there's this overhaul, is because you had an awakening. Yeah, she's surrounded by all the signs of the zodiac. So like placing herself at the center of the cosmos and opening up to all of those subtle energies or universal energies. And this could be what the reason why your life needs an overhaul, because you need to be able to express those things. You need to be able to share those things. without feeling overwhelmed or unaccepted, or whatever it is that's happening here in the past. So it's not that your old friends or your old work, or that there is something wrong with it. It's just not for you anymore. You've grown past that. And I see that growth happening fairly quickly through the harvest season. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this was helpful, interesting, whatever it needed to be for you, and we'll see you soon.